Lord Chancellor from the Whig Party in London.
Good morning, Mr. Berger. I'm Eugene. I'm a reporter and I'm interested in finding out a little bit about the Society for Diffusion of Useful Knowledge. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Sure, I guess that's fine, but make it quick because I have an important meeting to get to. I am the Lord Chancellor, you know.
Yes, I know. Well, can you tell me something about the Society?
Well, I founded it in 1826 to satisfy the cravings of knowledge of the working classes. Do you know how many people can read these days?
Yeah, I know the masses are becoming more literate. But was there any other alternate motive for establishing this group? After all, educating the lower classes has never been a concern for government, and it doesn't seem to benefit you at all.
Well, I will admit that one of our publications, the Penny Magazine, has been used to pacify some of the radical ideas that have recently become available to the masses.
Oh, I see. Well, I've heard about the Penny Magazine. Could you possibly share some more information on that?
The Penny Magazine is a British magazine published weekly and costs only 1 pence.
That's really cheap, isn't it?
Yes, of course. Don't you know how much a pence is worth?
Well, I'm not actually from around here. How do you keep it running at such a low price?
To keep it running, we need a very wide circulation.
Oh, so then many people must read this magazine. Doesn't this give the Whig Party an excellent opportunity to manipulate the minds of the lower classes?
Well, I would say manipulate would be the wrong term, but yes, one of the purposes is to reach a wide audience and make them feel educated, giving them less reason to revolt against us.
Well, can you tell me more about the Penny Magazine?
Actually, I really have to get to my meeting, but you could go talk to Charles Knight for more information.
Eugene leaves the parliamentary estate and goes to Windsor to visit Charles Knight, the superintendent of the publications of the Society for the Diffusion of Useful Knowledge.
Excuse me, is this the house of Charles Knight?
Yes, it is. What do you want?
Well, I was hoping to ask you a few background questions. And if you could tell me something about your publication, the Penny Magazine?
I suppose that's all right. Come in and sit down. Thank you.
So, tell me something about your childhood, where you grew up.
Well, I was born March 15, 1791 in Windsor. My father was a bookseller, so I've been around working with literature all my life. When I was young, I was one of the lucky few who were able to enjoy reading. But now, the amount of people able to read has increased dramatically. The turning point in my young career was when I started Knight's Quarterly magazine. It only lasted 6 issues, but it established me as an author and publisher. Now I've moved up to being the head of the Penny Magazine, a much larger production.
Well, I've talked to Lord Brigham, and he said you would know about the content of the magazine.
Well, of course I know about it. I did write the damn thing.
Yes, sir. So, what are some of the main issues covered in it?
Well, you know, many articles are about everyday things, such as popular places in England, animals and birds in England, tea and coffee, and we even cover stories about immigration.
Oh, so it's pretty much just reading for enjoyment. It doesn't really educate the lower classes, does it?
Well, not really, but that's not the point. The point is that they feel educated.
So once again, government proves to be a selfish enterprise, doesn't it?
Yes, unfortunately, that is the real truth. I wish I didn't have to write for this damn Whig Party, but I'm a writer and I need to make a living.
Eugene travels to Congo in 1903 to meet with Roger Casement, an Irishman working for Great Britain. He was the first person to reveal the oppression of the Congolese people by the Belgians.
Hi, I'm looking for Roger Casement. Do you know where I can find him?
Well, aren't you lucky? You found just the right guy. I'm Roger Casement.
Oh, do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Shoot.
First of all, what exactly is your profession?
Well, I am the British consul, and I am working to improve human rights here in the Congo. I work for the British, but I am a true Irish lad at heart.
What exactly are you displeased with?
The ridiculous King Leopold II has been oppressing the native Congolese, subjecting them to practical slavery. The king has ordered that if the natives don't produce enough rubber and food, then they will face harsh punishments such as removal of limbs, rape, or even death.
What is King Leopold II's justification for this?
I asked him why he's doing this, and he said that this is for scientific purposes. He also says that for the people and nation of Congo to prosper, everyone must work hard to produce enough goods.
So why hasn't anyone found out about this? You are the first person to fight for such a cause, are you not?
Yes, well, there's a reason for that. King Leopold is only allowing missionaries and a select few others into the state of Congo. This has helped them keep these awful crimes hidden from the world.
So how did you find out about this then?
Well, personally, I didn't find out. The British government acquired this knowledge, but they didn't tell me how. They sent me here to find more information.
What other information did you find out?
When I first came to the Congo in 1887, the population of the village of Lukalela was approximately 5,000 people. Now it's around 600 people. Also, King Leopold has given all the empty land to his people while dividing part of the country for himself.
So your report will finally release this info to the world.
Yes, soon the world will know about the oppression that King Leopold has put on the natives. I will leave tomorrow.